Well, hello, Kingsman. Welcome back to another glorious Napoleon Total War 3 battle. This one today is I believe it's Corps, and it is on the historical battle of Wagram. As you can see, already we have Austrians. This literally has just started, and already Austrians firing over at the French. Now, like I said, I believe it is Corps because, as you can see, we have an 8-point este. No, that's not Spanish. I'm trying to make it sound Spanish. But anyway, you have a 9-point Battle Guard. I believe 11 a pointer way over here, Liechtenstein, and also a 10-point Hiller. Now, I don't know what the French are, but you can see already a massive column of French troops forward on this road. That is going to be the target, I guarantee you, of this artillery, which is probably turning their turrets, they're turning the wheels of the guns to fire. Hopefully they don't kill some Hussars here. And you can see already the Austrians are scouting. And also we have way more French infantry appearing through the woodwork. We got some grenadiers, or no, sappers. Some sappers, artillery, line infantry, all rolling towards this small town. Aderkla. I know, I'm gonna butcher names today. Names will be butchered. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting one just because of Austria's positioning. They have a huge flanking force, Liechtenstein pushing along this road, while Bellegarde is pushing directly towards this small town, and obviously probably be the first source of contention here, with Austria pushing up here. Let's see, what do we got? Some dragoons here, probably going to charge these Ulanen, these lancers, so he probably wants to fall back. Now, I do hear some cavalry potentially clashing here. Yes, we had some dragoons getting charged by some cuirassiers. Wow, a lot of heavy cav here. So, and also some Hussars have closed in. Now you can see those Ulanen did get charged. Probably wasn't paying attention, unfortunately. Lost to that Ulanen. Austria is really pushing up here with their Hussars. Look up some French squares here. At the same time, we do see a huge meat charge here, going straight for a lot of line infantry. That's a lot of mass, honestly, for Hussars to hit. Maybe they'll kill an artillery piece, though. Yep, they killed one artillery piece. Will it hold? It's wavering. It'll hold. So saved, barely saved here. We had a volley that got rid of those French soldiers here. Now, of course, dragoons gonna countercharge the horseplay already. Now, also over here, another huge cav fight. A lot of Hussars clashing with heavies and chasseurs cheval. Looks like over here, artillery got hit. Lightning fast strike with the Hussars here, taking out some French artillery. So definitely a lot of cav play to begin this fight. And it looks like France is engaged here. It's some heavies versus dragoons. Let's see if the line infantry can help. We do have French artillery who is set up. Looks like France has definitely taken this LOC. Get your crosshairs out of there. They actually have not taken that many losses, and France seems to be taking quite the heavy amount of casualties here. And they actually look like they're in good position. The coalition is to flank and take this LOC. Hopefully they don't take heavy losses. That is the one thing they will have to watch out for now. Oh yes, another French. Okay, so there's two French armies. There is a Rheinbund looking force over here, and then is this Bavarian? This looks like Bavaria. Yeah, this is Bavaria. I'm pushing up here. Okay, so I mean, Bavaria can be a threat to this flank. I don't think Bavaria is actually as much of a risk as France would be, so I wouldn't be too worried about it. Maybe this is Westfalen. Let me see here. I hear more cav charging it. Man, there's so much cav play this battle. So those Hussars, a combat gen Hussar, charging some dragoons in the back. Of course, there's reinforcing French cav charging up to help out, so you may want to get themselves out of there. France, oh wow, this LOC is getting shelled. Probably want to stop and not lose the LOC to the enemy. Hopefully they're going to stop, because the rules are, if it breaks with French soldiers inside, then they take it. Maybe they are okay with that and they don't feel like they need to take it. Anyway, I was looking at Westphalia. The nice thing is these retreating Hussars are actually showing the whole army here. Yeah, this looks like Westfalen. Most certainly. So, you know, if you missed Westfalen from 8.9, Now is your chance to see it again. Yeah. So France is squaring up here. They have artillery set up on the gaps. With line infantry, they're going to try to basically stop themselves. I would have pulled back as France. I don't like this. Okay. More cavalry. Chevaliers now and hussars throwing themselves in, going for a general. Okay, so France may lose their general here with a stroke of lightning fast attack. France could easily lose an initiative. Okay, they didn't, but their general did waver. You have more and more Chevaliers now.
Sir, our general is under attack.
Yeah, there's some just scattered fights happening. Now over here, Bavaria's fallen back. They don't like these odds. Basically, there's one fight way over here between Bavaria and Austria. The rest of France seems to be rolling this direction, as they should, because there is 3 Austrian armies. One just hiding kind of over here. The other one is pushing. Now, of course, you got to remember, Austria, they have to make this attack fast, and they are not a very mobile army, although they're sneaking grenadiers up here. But they need to push fast before the rest of Westphalen collapse their flank. So it looks like they are pushing up some grenadiers. They may try some bayonet charges. France is mobilizing cavalry. In fact, potentially charging some cav forward. Westphalen is moving a lot faster, I think, than they would hope, than Austria would hope for. And yes, okay, so Austria is going to really hit this flank hard. France, I would fall back to the town. But interestingly enough, they are going to go in with that grenadier charge on the artillery, forcing France to have to countercharge. And now you have a beautiful flanking charge to either volley and then charge, or just charge. And they're going to go full in with a bayonet charge, and France is actually in a little bit of a pickle here. In fact, they're getting charged all along the board with the reserve grenadier as well. And that beautiful, juicy bonus charge that the grenadiers get is smashing the line. And now they're starting to roll down the flank of France. France, this is the kind of breaks that you want to see, guys. They made a decisive move before Westphalen got into position. And France is now in a bit of a pickle here. And it's going to be very difficult. Nothing else really happening. Bavaria's getting closer, and they're probably going to engage here. But this is the crucial point in the fight here. Tons of grenadiers charging it. Now, they did get a volley in their face, but I think they can win. Going to utilize this road, potentially. Oh, look at this, guys. They're all going in. Look at all the grenadiers charging in. Glorious. Yes. Bayonet charges. And France is in so much trouble. In fact, their whole flank has disintegrated. Cavalry running in, hussars running in to kind of take out this artillery and decrease the losses. Cavalry here is trying to stop any flanking charge here. Look at this juicy charge by the Chevalier or Cuirassiers. More cavalry engaging over here. Austria is his lightning fast hits with all of Westphalen's artillery just being dead. Their cavalry is way on the flank. You got to keep some of your cav in the corner. They did maybe. No, yeah. Austria has just been using the claps of thunder with the cav hitting. Now, you can see Bavaria and Austria actually fighting on the edge of the map. This is going to be pretty even in size, but I think the stats for Bavaria are a little worse. A little worse. Now, they may have more line infantry, maybe, and they can utilize that number maybe to their advantage. Right now, using the border, they're not really able to.
The men are fatigued, sir.
This is where it is still going. We have cavalry, looks like, engaging here, breaking that artillery piece. So Westphalen is getting some counterattacks. Their own general may be in danger here. Westphalen now pushing up. France in trouble. Now, if France forms right here and has Westphalen push up here, they could squish this whole flank of Austria. But, oh, Austria is still going in with the juicy bayonet charges here. Look at this raging fight. Oh, you know, the officer here engaging. Oh, he stabbed someone. Oh, he almost died. Oh, he gets stabbed in the back. That's right, get it. Look at this guy. He's like, oh, you want to fight me? You want to fight me? Okay. Boom. Yikes. All right, so France is basically disintegrated on this side. Austria has a beautiful, like, firing line, but they're going to have to turn around and face Westphalia troops now, who are advancing in force to reinforce this side. Excuse me. They have, what is that? More cavalry support. We'll see what Westphalian can do. What the Westphalians can do. Now, of course, the 8-pointer is pushing up here. This line could go either way, although it looks like Bavaria is actually... Man, Bavaria is not doing too well. And it looks like some cav charged in here. Bavaria has so many line infantry. I'm surprised he isn't...
We have killed their general, sir. Now they must break.
So he did. The French general that was routing, he just killed him. France has reformed now. Some of these French troops will come back potentially. More French infantry now on this side, holding desperately. I'm sure taking a nervous glance down this road as they see Austrians, you know, nearby, and they know that there's troops that are no longer there. Of course, France is going to push up some reserves here. Austria's looking pretty good, guys. They have not taken any heavy losses yet in this combat. The thing with Bavaria is they keep putting forth new troops for this fight. They may not be good in stats, but they can hold for a very long time. And this fight's probably going to be a line fight of attrition. Oh, we have cavalry going right past line infantry, and they're definitely going to get those guns. Bavarian's line is wavering. The general needs to get himself in a position where he's safe, because they're having a mass rout, and Bavaria is just crumbling very, very fast here. Westphalian troops now going to be advancing against the Austrian line. This victoriously is going in. Got some heavies engaging some cuirassiers who are exhausted. They're probably going to win that fight. Got to watch out for that flank in the back, though. With more heavies, maybe going to hit the rear of your heavies. And line infantry, they can form square. No, they can't form square. So potentially, France on this side could take things back. I don't know if they're going to. I mean, France is about to get flanked. I don't know if they even have troops to deal with this flank. At least any troops that they do have are going to be exhausted and tired. Plus, Austria is definitely taking the W
Our men
here.
are running, sir.
Thus far, I mean, Bavaria they keep putting forward new troops, more reserves. Look at this line, though. It's like, I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. They've taken heavy losses here. Austria has taken some heavy losses. But Bavarian's not going to get any of their troops back. They're going to run off. I would fall back to the LOC as Bavaria. I would not hold this line. This is disaster. I mean, these guys get chopped to pieces. Faithless Bavarians running away. No, I'm just kidding. They should fall back, though. They should definitely fall back to this LOC and hold here, I would say. They're going to die here, and it's just going to be brutal. A brutal fight that's not going to be won. Austria is slowly but surely mobilizing their army. They're an 8-pointer, and they're going to collapse in on the flank here. You can see France does have some reserves here. In fact, oh, we have cuirassiers charging in here, smashing the line. What a beautiful charge there. That is what heavies are for, guys. This is what heavies should be saved for, is those crucial bayonet charges or cav charges. And you can see they are just shattering the Austrian line here. Line infantry look like they went in maybe to take the artillery out. They're caught with some hussars, and then there's some flanking Austrians just shooting them as they stand. Austria is a little outnumbered here, and so they are going to fall back. Maybe they have an artillery position. We have some cavalry charging up, maybe some hussars. Now they're going to form a square here and then volley them as well. These heavies still pushing up here, attacking some more line infantry. Oh, no. Oh, come on. You can't do that. Yikes. These guys cannot shoot. These guys can. These guys cannot. They are in melee with this cav unit. Now they're going to run away, and then they can volley them in the back. Bavaria is about to just disappear here. They're getting just shot by machine guns of Austria. Because quite honestly, I guarantee you the stats are way better. Look at this massacre. The Bavarian army is just totally collapsed in on itself. I mean, they are stuck, unless this guy dropped. This is a very weird looking formation. This looks like he may have left, but at this point, it's kind of too late. Yeah, maybe they left. Maybe they dropped, because that's a weird formation. France is pushing up here actually quite well. Of course, this Austrian army can make things a little more difficult for them. Man, France is way up here with some grenadiers. Oh, the officer shot too. That's cool. These guys are exhausted. They're probably going to break all on their own eventually. But let's see if Austria can make a move here. He's going to push up his grenadiers, I guarantee you. I mean, there's a cav fight going on here, which Austria is probably going to lose. Their cav's been very much engaged. And there's about to be some cavalry flanking in here. That's going to go in and just demolish them. Look at these uniforms.
Our men are running, sir.
Very nice. Yeah, so Austria is falling back. They can't deal with this. So France, they just got to keep pushing away from this 8-pointer and towards this. So, man, this battle actually is shifting, at least on this side, is shifting in favor of the French. Over here, it was a massacre for the Bavarians. So Austria is going to need to march down this road to save their ally, which, honestly, yeah, Austria is looking a little rough. They're actually falling back their entire army here. And that's going to be a mess, in a way. Yeah, that's going to be rough. Westphalia, they are doing quite well here. Cavalry getting engaged. Some grenadiers trying to hold back some of the cavalry to save their army. Brave grenadiers. Oh, it's a beta charge, counter charge. Going in for the line infantry of Westphalia. They are fresh.
Our men are running, sir.
Let's see if cavalry can save this Westphalian army. Because Austria waiting for the marbles here. Oh, some of the infantry actually managed to get a shot up, and they broke some of them. I think the cavalry is going to even these odds, but Austria did the last-ditch everything they could do. They actually broke through right here on this flank, which caused mass rout. I'm surprised the general hasn't done anything. France is rushing over to help. Cavalry is going to be able to actually help assist and potentially save Westphalia from total collapse.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must
yeah, these guys are wavering. They're shaken. In the center, they have broken through, so it's actually paying off. This whole side just mass routed here. General going to inspire men. France going in to countercharge. Oh, that's a lot of troops. That's a bit of a blobby looking formation there, France. That's a big blob. I mean, you counter blob with blob, I guess.
Our men are running, sir.
Oh, what is this? All right. Well, anyway, over here, Westphalia seems to have won. France definitely. Maybe this is the France over here that got charged before, and he's like, never again. Anyway, France is now formed up here to defeat this Austrian line. The rest of Austria is rolling down this road. With Bavaria basically gone, they are going to help out on this side. Looks like Austria is forming up here to help out against France. France is mass routing. Westphalia charging in here against those grenadiers. These guys are tired. If I was Westphalia, I would have just stood here and shot the back. Man, this is a mess. This whole fight right here is just this mess. Like, look at this. It's all or nothing, it feels like, for both of these teams. France needs to watch out because that morale debuff. Oh my goodness, look at all the fleeing troops. Look at that.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
Guys, this has only been 20 minutes into this fight. 20 minutes into this fight, and man, so much has happened already. Austria cannot come back from this, I don't think. Like, their men are probably exhausted. Austria is gonna reinforce this side though, so we'll see what happens there. We got some cavalry charging in, some hussars. Are you gonna go for the back? Going for a general? Maybe they did break that general. Yep. And now they're charging back to the French. This may be it for France here. That back charge, losing their general. Looks a little daunting of a task. Westphalia still has some line infantry. Austria is wisely trying to get themselves out of there. You know, Westphalia actually had several of the troops come back, so they're gonna be exhausted and weak, but they will push up with what they have left. More bayonet charge. Man, this fight is just a mess everywhere. Along the entire front here. It's a desperate fight here. France trying to do some bayonet charges here. Cavalry still trying to hit the back of the French troops. These are some light infantry too, so not the greatest. And these Austrians are rather large troop regiments still. Like, they have a lot. And is Austria even close? Not really. But yeah, even if France and Westphalia had one over here, they would have a pretty strong 10-pointer to still deal with. And France has basically lost right here. The only strong point they have left is right here. And if I was them, I would just stay right here and rest. That's all you can do at this point, I feel like. A bloodbath. This battle has to have high casualties on both sides. I mean, there's just, wherever there's dead, it's piles of dead. Just absolute piles. This is it. I mean, if you look over here, I think Bavaria, I'm guaranteeing there's like a ton of dead bodies here. Now look at this. Man, that's the silence after a battle. All you hear is the wind. And then, you know, just dead everywhere. Not a very awesome part of the field, for sure. Looks like we have some French troops that are gonna desperately try holding on. There's 3 of them. Get a juicy shot off. Wow. And look at this. Westphalia has a very strong line here. Austria has exhausted men who are now going to form up. He has men facing the other way, which is the best way to, one, save yourself from a back charge, but also they don't shoot your guys in the back and you don't have to turn fire at will off. Looks like France is going in with a bayonet charge here, all in for them. Reinforcements going to charge that flank of Austria. The last of the French troops are actually doing quite well here. They've broken several of the Austrians. Oh man, they're actually doing really well over here. They have almost cleaned up the whole Austrian flank. But these French troops, it's over. They're getting charged by cavalry. Some hussars are about to just destroy them. Yeah, they're dead. And the killing continues. Gonna get that flank there against France. And poor Liechtenstein is kind of trapped, trying to get himself out of there, but he is kind of being surrounded by what's left of the French forces. And that's no good. I mean, we've almost hit the halfway mark on this battle. And if Bavaria had done a little better against Austria over on this side, then this battle would be a lot closer. But with so many reinforcements, I mean, this is a lot of reinforcements. Very strong, very large units that are fresh or active. Some of them are winded, I guess, but there's so many of them that, yeah, it's over. And I mean, look what they're coming to, though. I mean, they're coming to a chaotic scene. That's just kind of cool, look. I feel like this would be a safe distance. This angle, the artillery's firing the other direction. You can see the French. Oh, you have some grenadiers pushing up as well. France is not done with this fight. Look at all the troops still. I mean, there's cavalry in the back, but I think they just want to get rid of the 11-pointer Liechtenstein. And unfortunately, their ally is busy farming up some kills. If only the 8-pointer was advancing in this direction instead of, you know, killing a bunch of French running troops. I guess he has some pushing up, but I mean, these units could be really well used.
We have killed their general, sir. Now they must break.
All right, so once more debuffing the coalition here. There's some cavalry in the back, but what are they doing? Are they resting them? These guys could be used right now. I mean, they could really be used. All right, looks like it's just a running away. I bet you Austria is gonna hold here. By this river and just make the last stand. That's what I would do. I'd just lay my last stand there and make the best of it. We got some cavalry pushing up here. Just hold. Ignore the masses advancing on your right flank. Oh, we got a cav charge going in, maybe trying to save up the French. Oh, beautiful. With the Chevaliers, there's more Austrians advancing here. They're going to start crumbling that flank. And surprisingly, they are just charging the troops across the whole battle. It's going to exhaust them before they even get there. But Westphalia's actually having massive breaks here. Their morale, I mean, they don't have a general. Their morale is quite awful. So this fight actually made to go well for the Austrians. And this cav charge may settle the deal for the coalition. The mass rout begins. And this should end the battle. At least I hope so. Those heavies did make a clash here, trying their best. True to the very end. Oh, look at this. These heavies are going in. They are not done. They're hitting an Austrian square, though. And that should, I mean, there's not a whole lot of troops left, I think. I think it's just one for two. Oh, this is flank here, which grenadiers are gonna go right through. combat animations, though. And that should be the battle. I think that's the battle, which was fierce and decisive. And man, anyone that was there on the fight, oh, there's one troop left. Anyone that actually played this game, feel free to share. I don't know, it seemed like Bavaria near the end that the movements were looking more like a AI, less like a person. I don't know if they dropped. Maybe they were new, I don't know. Maybe it just wasn't their day, because I've had days like that. But anyway, let's see. It was, I believe, who was that? I think it was Liechtenstein that sent that to me, Walters, or posted it, I'm not sure which. But you can see the kills here, definitely favoring the coalition. You see almost 2,000 kills here, 15, almost 1,011. Bavaria, yeah, didn't get, unfortunately, a lot of kills there. I'm assuming they're going up against, no, they're going up against a 10-pointer Hiller. Hiller got a lot of kills for that one, man. But yeah, you can see the Grenadiers getting quite a lot of kills. I mean, I know this corps, you can bring basically all Grens, which you can see they did. Which obviously worked out in their favor. They're very, very beefy units, so works out pretty well. Anyway, guys, that'll be it for me today. I hope you enjoy this video. Thank you for joining me. You guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, and I will catch you all in another video.